We're going to take a little look today at some options of living in Thailand. It can also be an option if you're traveling as well. And that option is, okay, we see the road here, and this is Ratchadapisek in Bangkok, and I need to get around the city, so I'm going to look at the options of buying a car or renting a car, and then we're going to look at the options of buying a small motorbike or buying a bigger motorbike. So we're going to see what is available. But before we do anything, I want to bring something, make something aware, okay, or make you aware of something. And I'm just going to zoom into this to show you. This is a serious problem in Thailand, and it's road traffic accidents involving cars and motorbikes, and often just a series of motorbikes. And the problem is, it boils down to people, lack of training, and more than anything, just not leaving enough braking distance between you and the vehicle in front. And I'm sorry to say, Thailand, your driving is shit, and there's no other way to describe it. Thai drivers, Thai people are lovely people. You put them behind the wheel of a car, 90%, 95% will grow little horns out the heads and become little devils, and they have to be first everywhere, and every ounce of niceness that they've had has disappeared. So that's the first thing I want to say to you. Expect the unexpected. In all my years of driving and driver training, Thailand, on a long-term basis for me now, driving cars over here of long distances, and especially in Bangkok, it's crazy. There's no regard for any sort of rules of the road at all. So be careful. I actually don't think you need a car in Bangkok. I think it's a complete waste of time and money. I have a car and I view it as a complete waste of time and money, but I use mine now as a mode of transport for travelling at weekends and soon during the week. So I'll start using it. That's the first time in about 3 years since I bought it. So let's go and have a look and see. Let's just see what's available. We'll go and see a Toyota main dealer, and I'll show you around there. So here we are outside of a Toyota main dealer. There's no reason why I picked this one. I didn't buy my car from here. The only reason I've picked it is because it's local to where I live. It's on Ratchadapisek. So that's the only reason. There's no other reason than that. So it's just easy for me to show you this one. So let's say you're living over here and you're thinking of buying a car. Well, what's available? Well, if I show you here, actually, you can get a reasonable sort of idea. You start off here. We'll just walk around the car park for delivery parking or showroom, whatever, out here. Now, this gives you an idea. This is a Toyota Fortuna. The cost of that, I'm going to guess, okay, brand new now, this is the latest model, it's about 1.3 or 4 million, give or take. And then you have other vehicles like this one. This is a newer model that I'm not sure of the name of. It looks like an Avanza, or what used to be called an Avanza, and I'm guessing at this one. We'll get the fixed prices in a minute. Around about 700,000 baht. And just at the end here, and you see these are all ones in for service or something like that. Then we've got your pickup, or bucky, or ute, or truck, whatever you want to call it. But it's basically, it's got a cab and it's got a big load space at the back, and you can have 2-door, you can have 4-door, and you can have 2-door with a little tiny seating area at the back. But these things start at around 500,000 or 600,000 baht. Then we've got your city type of cars, which will be something like this one here, like the Prius over there. And then talking about Toyotas, we've got the Vios, which is the car I've got at home, and they're like a city car, if you like. So if you're just thinking of sitting around Bangkok, then probably that's going to be your best bet. Now I'm going to have a look at this one here. This is the one that I don't really know much about. It's a new model, and I think it's basically based on the old Avanza, but they've called it their Sienta. So it's a bit of a cross between the big Fortuna, and it's like a little family car, which gives you a bit more space. So it's probably based on this thing over here. It's the car I have at home, the Vios. So it's based on something like that. So this gives you a rough idea of cars and the type of showroom you get when you come to buy one. Now the biggest stumbling block is English language. Many places are devoid of any sales staff or service staff that can speak English. It's okay if you speak Thai, but even then if you speak Thai, they may not understand you, okay? So we're going to go in here. There used to be a guy in here, spoke really good English, so I'm going to see if he's still here or not. And I'll come out and give you some details about buying a car and what documentation is needed and so on, okay? So here we are in their Toyota showroom, and they've very kindly given me permission to video inside, and they've shown me around. They're very helpful and really nice and friendly. So I'll just twist this around and show you what is available here, okay? So excuse me a moment while I just grab hold. Right, okay, so let's start off with the basics then. If you're looking for a city car, then probably we're looking at a Yaris, or, and this is the car that I have at home, a Vios. The prices of these, they're around about starting, I mean, there's up and down prices, but we're looking around about 600,000, okay? Some of them lower, some a little bit more. And then we go to this new model, this Sienta. And again, this one is very interesting because it's like a family car. If you've got maybe 2 or 3 kids and you're doing a school run or whatever, or you just want a car with a bit more passenger carrying space and ease of access, this is the one for you because the doors are very good. They're very wide at the back, and they're also electronic as well. And the price of this one, well, I just move around here, that's around 750,000-ish mark. And then we got my favorites over here now, okay? We've got the pickup, or the bucky, or the ute. And again, this one here, it's very nice, very stylish inside, and they start at around about 500,000 to 600,000, 750,000 going upwards, okay? If you want one with 4-door cab and 4-wheel drive, then you're looking then at around about 1 million baht, okay? But having a little look inside, just let my camera adjust. You're very nice, very stylish. You can have manual or auto transmission. The ride in these are pretty good, but you will see if you choose something like this one, the space in the back is really minimal. Okay, you can see there, look, I know because I've ridden this. I've sat in the back of one of these from Surin back to Bangkok, and it's bloody uncomfortable. Okay, so it's for short journeys really in the back, not serious journeys, but this load space in the back is fantastic. And then over here we've got the Corolla. Corolla's like a mid-range car. A lot of taxis in Bangkok are Corollas. I actually don't like them, to be honest with you. They're too much like a taxi. But that's like a medium-sized car here. And then my favourite over here is the Fortuna. This one is really nice. It's close to 1.8 million. They start at about 1.2 or 1.3 million. And these prices I'm giving you a bit of a ballpark figure, okay? So I'll give you the exact prices in a moment or two. And this one, the Innova, this is like a little multi-purpose one. If you've got a big family, or you need a slightly larger passenger carrying facility, then this is, or could be, the car for you, okay? But more than the vehicles in here, is just to give you a look at the showroom and what's available. And the people in here do speak good English too, and are very helpful, okay? So that's us, okay? Well, what a lovely bunch of people. It's very nice when you go somewhere and you're made to feel at home, and you're made to feel like, yeah, this is very nice, and people allow you to film inside, and they also give you some very good information. The information that we've got about registering a car basically is that you need a work permit, you need a visa, and if you're going to get a loan, then I'm not going to cover that, okay? Because loans in Thailand as a foreigner are very difficult, okay? But that's up to you to go and see a bank and discuss, because everybody's situation is different, okay? So I'm just looking at a cash deal. So if I was coming in here and going to buy a car for cash, then I can probably do a bit of wheeler dealing on the price, maybe get a reduction, maybe get some extras thrown in, but I would certainly do your utmost to get the best deal possible, okay? Go and see a few branches, see who's going to give you the best deal for the vehicle that you've chosen, okay? So their work permit, if you're working here, shouldn't be a problem. If you're working as a teacher and you're working for a university and you're being employed correctly, then you should have a work permit, so that should be easy enough, and they should also provide you with your visa as well, okay? So that all in all should not be a problem. An alternative, if you're not working, I'll put it that way, you may have a Thai wife, you may be married. Now if you're married, that's good, because the registration problems then means that you could register it in your wife's name. Just make sure you don't get divorced. I'm not joking, okay? Now the other alternative and the other problem may be, well, what if you're retired? I don't have a work permit if I'm retired. Well, we chatted about that inside, and it seems to be it would not be a problem if you're retired. Now again, take that with a little pinch of salt, because the rules differ from one place to another, even from one branch to another, one city to another. It's all going to be different. So go and check before you buy that you can actually get it registered, okay? So it might be simple, but just make sure if you're retired, make sure you can get your car registered, okay? So simple really.